Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a brand new speed build, this time doing a kind of A-frame ocean view home. So this actually wasn't the original build that I was going to upload, but I was editing another build that I did today and I've kind of been umming and ahhing about this particular build, and there's just something about it I can't put my finger on, but I just wasn't happy with it, and so I decided to scrap it. And you know, I'd already started building this particular home, so I decided to focus on this one and get this one all finished. Now, the inspiration behind this build actually comes from my good friend Chrissy York, who just recently over on her channel did an A-frame starter home, which I will link in the description box below, and it was a really sweet starter home set on the coast. So I kind of thought I'd really like to build an A-frame home. It's been a while since I've done one, and I kind of just got stuck in. Now, I had no idea what colours I was going to do, how it was going to pan out. I was just literally, in fact, I didn't really have any intention to build this particular night, and it was really late on, and I just started kind of messing around building, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to record and see what I come up with. And I actually came up with a build that was much better than the one that I originally had in mind. So this build is called Ocean View. It's a 2-bed, 1-bathroom build on a 30 by 20 lot in the new world of Sulani, and it comes in at just less than 63,000 simoleons. So the really good thing about this build was that I managed to actually fit a kind of double bedroom up in the loft of this house, and I'm so glad I managed to do it. Obviously I couldn't decorate the walls or anything like that, but I did have a tester sim on this particular lot, and I just made sure that everything was functioning as it should be. So there is a set of stairs at the back of the house that leads up onto a little balcony, which you'll see later on, and it goes into a bedroom. So all that's functional, which meant that the floor plan in the downstairs area allowed me to make a kind of small second single bedroom. So this could even be a small kind of starting family home as well. But I really had a good play around with it, and it was a lot of fun to make. It was a different kind of style than maybe I'm used to making. It's always nice to be a little bit more creative with something that you haven't done in a long time. So at the moment I'm kind of messing around with the outside of this build. I had really no idea what the shape was going to look like or what colours I was going to use, and slowly this kind of black and dark wooden look came into play, and I decided to do a sort of rustic and modern sort of feel to the house. So I wanted to incorporate modern elements, but I wanted to keep it very cozy looking as well. And yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I don't think I've actually done a build which has stairs going up to a second room on the outside of the build since I did the witch's house last year for Halloween. So it was just a little bit of a quirky design, something a little bit different from the norm. So I really wanted this house to have a real tranquil kind of feel, and I wanted it to be really functional and have plenty of things to do, which is always the thing that I seem to incorporate into my builds, is that there is absolutely loads for your Sims to do. Now this wasn't built to a budget, and it wasn't using restricted packs either, so it was literally just kind of being as creative as I could be with everything that I had, which is what I'm really focusing on at the moment with my building, is just kind of playing around with everything that I've got. And I kind of feel like, because I don't use CC in my game, sometimes it's really nice to just, you know, kind of mix all of the packs together and just see what you can come up with. So it was around about this time that I decided that I would test whether I could actually use the roof as part of the bedroom, because initially obviously I had these balconies at both ends of the house, and I thought, well, it seems a little bit useless if you can't actually kind of access that area. So I was over the moon to find that I actually could, and so I made this into obviously the master bedroom of the house. And what amazing views it has when you walk out in the morning. Now, I have to say, I have been saying in the last couple of videos what an absolute blast I'm having with this pack, and the world and the items and everything are just absolutely beautiful. But I am hearing on the grapevine that some people aren't so happy with the gameplay aspect of it, and I must admit, initially as the pack came out and I began to do a bit of building, I was doing some actual gameplay as well, which isn't something I do all the time, but I had been playing the conservationist kind of career and things like that and getting stuck in, but it ended pretty quickly after that because I've just been focusing so much on actually building. But I'm hearing on the grapevine that some people are a bit disappointed with the gameplay aspect, that whilst the build mode is brilliant and the world's really beautiful, there does seem to be, it's just falls a little bit flat in the gameplay aspect of it all. So you'll have to let me know in the comments what you think if you have the pack. You know, are you enjoying it? You know, because I think I'm going to go back in and maybe create a different character. And I have to say, I haven't found a mermaid yet, but I believe that's something that The Sims have done specifically in case people didn't really want to have mermaids in their game. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Are you enjoying the pack? Is there anything you'd like to change or anything that you'd prefer to see? And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. But also just to let you guys know that I am currently giving away a copy of the PC version of Island Living. I will leave a link in the description box below, which will be a link to the video that has all of the details in. And all you need to do in that video is literally type the word enter in the comments section and be a subscriber of the channel. And I will be drawing the winner probably by Thursday of this week coming up, in kind of like towards the end of the week, and I'll be sending over a free game code for a copy of the PC version of Island Living. So be sure to check that out. If you don't have a copy and you're really wanting the game, then get yourself signed up for that. So I really hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. It has been absolutely scorching here in the UK, and I believe it's nowhere near as hot as it's been across Europe. I mean, France were smashing temperature records, and I think my friend that some of you will know, Sim Architecture, his name's Antoine, he was saying on Twitter that it had broken the records and recorded 44.3 degrees, which is like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how he survived. I think I would have had to actually spend the day just in the shower, just all day in the shower. I don't think I could have coped with that at all. It was hot enough here. I think on the Saturday, it wasn't the hottest where I am in the north, but it got to something like 29 degrees, and that is really hot for the UK. It's quite rare we see really into the 30s or the late 20s. The most we tend to get is kind of like sort of mid-20s maximum, so it really was boiling. And of course, over the winter period, we decided to hire a skip, and I wanted to have a really big clean out and just sort all the garage out and just get rid of loads of junk. But we also had this really huge industrial air conditioning unit that was in our bedroom. Now, over the last kind of year or two, it's been leaking a little bit at the bottom, and one of the wheels has come off, so it was getting a bit old. We'd had it for like nearly 10 years, so at the time in the winter, I was just like, look, let's just get rid of it, because by the time summer comes, we'll just get another one, or, you know, we'll replace it. So we ended up skipping it. So now, when I really needed an air conditioning unit, we didn't have one. So I was literally scorching, and I think it was Saturday night I actually slept on my sofa because my husband, he went to bed, and I went to go to bed. I went to bed after him. I stayed up doing some editing, and as I went upstairs and got into the bedroom, it was so hot and I just can't cope. I think that's the worst bit about having really hot weather is the night time when you come to sleep and it's just so hot. You're just like constantly moving around trying to find that cold patch on the bed. Or like flipping your pillow over several times. Like, oh, it drives me nuts. So in the end, I was like, you know what? I think it got to like 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, I cannot sleep. So I came downstairs and I got onto my sofa because my sofa's leather, so obviously it was cooler, and I had all the windows open, and yeah, it was a bit of a rough night's sleep, I must admit. But yeah, it's just been so hot. So, also a little update as well on my daughter. She's doing so much better now, and she's actually been really, really good pretty much since she came back from hospital. She's had lots of rest, she's done lots of reading and drawing and chilling out. She is due back at school tomorrow, and she's just doing half days initially. And we have got a follow up appointment at the Children's Hospital on Thursday, so she'll be off school completely then, so that we can travel to Liverpool and go and see the neurosurgeons just to have some checkups and see how she's kind of recovering inside, if that makes sense. So I'm a little bit nervous, I must be honest, with her returning back to school tomorrow. I think mainly because she looks completely normal, which she is, but you wouldn't think for a second that anything had really happened. She's completely no different than normal, but obviously she's sustained a really serious head injury and it's just completely masked. So I'm just hoping that, the teachers take good care of her and the kids are gentle with her. And I'm just worrying, as you do as a mum. So, but I know she's really, really excited. I think just to get back to normal, really. She really loves school. She has a complete zest for school, and, she loves her friends and everything. So I think she just wants everything to return back to normal, and hopefully it will do. We just need to make sure that she's, completely well. But it's not really that long until they break up for the 6-week school holidays either, so she'll definitely get lots and lots of rest then, and hopefully by the time she returns in September she'll be, completely right and ready for that school year. So we'll see how she gets on, but I'll keep you guys posted on how she's doing. But thank you so much for all the lovely comments that are left and for everybody who's asking. Yes, thank you so much. But just coming back to the build, I'm just working on the small single bedroom, which is actually downstairs. And I actually really enjoy doing these smaller builds, and I never thought I would say that. I think I just love doing them all, to be fair, because I really love doing big builds as well, just because you've got so much freedom to really do whatever you want. But I kind of like the challenge of just having to really optimize the space you've got to work with, and for me it just means sizing things down so I can fit everything in. But no, this was a very, very busy interior for a little small house, and it definitely had a lot going on. I am looking and will be doing, well, I think the next build I'm going to be focusing on now will be a kind of off the grid build. I've been dying to do an off the grid build, but I just get so carried away, with all the ideas that I've got at the moment. So that will be coming up hopefully over the next week or so. But I don't really know what to do with this other build that I've made. It was like a small modern house. But for me, when it comes to building, the main thing for me is getting the shape of the build right. If I'm not happy with the shape of the build, it will be completely scrapped. And I'm just so annoyed that I've waited till the last minute to look at the build and think I'm not too happy with the shape. So what I might actually do with it, because it just seems such a waste, because it's a nice house and obviously it's got everything in it, that's a kind of functional living space. I might actually upload it to the gallery and just leave it there. But I've got lots of builds going on at the moment anyway, so I'm not too worried. It just seems a shame to kind of let it go. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, it would be amazing to have you on board. And don't forget, if you're interested in a copy of the PC version of Island Living, then check out the description box below. But I hope you all have a fantastic week wherever you are in the world. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.
I found my heart again. You were standing there, you bravely let me in. I could wait a million years or more until you came knocking at my door.